Well, hello there. It's been a little while. Figure I've had a bunch of different guitars on this bench since I last did an episode of Meet My Guitars, and I figured before I took anything off of this one, I documented how it is now for my own sake, and also, not that I'm going to change it much, but this is about as original as it is, or excuse me, is going to be. I ordered a tripod, and I have an intention of probably doing some recordings of myself, uh, quote, working on guitars, more realistically, fucking them up, but they'll mostly be mine, so it'll be fun to watch. Anyways, this thing is, it's cool. It's a weird Yamaha Strat dealie that I have had. Was given to me by my mother. I want to say 2001, 2002. Was it then? Yeah, because I had my Jaguar already. So picture I'm 18, 19, maybe 20. I'm super into grunge, indie rock, and slint and shit. I like Jaguars. And I'm a decidedly Fender guy. I don't like Gibsons, even though I have my Epiphone Coronet, which I love. I still love. But, you know, I'm into guitars. I love the Telecaster shape. I like the precision bass. It's just my shit. I love it. And, yeah, I don't know that I, asked my mom for a guitar, but anyway, she came up with a guitar for me. And here, Chris, who in my family folklore is Alaska Chris. Alaska Chris came up with this guitar for you from a studio in Florida. Apparently, this guitar kicked around a studio, was on a bunch of records. It's a sick guitar, plays sick. Whatever. Dude, I couldn't have been less interested. This thing sucks. It's just like a boring fucking lamer than a Strat. It's not even a Strat. It looks like heavy metal. This is me at the time. It's like this thing blows. Like you can see, it has I don't know if you can because my camera blows, but this thing has a matte finish. It sucks, according to me. I'm responsible for the lefty tremolo arm. It's the only one I've really ever had. There's a serial number. So, anyways, yeah, this thing came from Alaska Chris. I had it. It kicked around. I mean, no shit. Every single dent that's in this, every dent is all from me. Just not giving a shit. Just so fucking indifferent. Almost annoyed that I have this guitar. That said, objectively, at the time, and I didn't know shit about playing guitars or anything. This thing plays sweet. It's a really, really nice guitar. It played great the whole time. It always has. That's just, yeah, it's one of these. This guitar's made in Taiwan. So, yeah, oh boy. There we go. We'll look at it from this angle now. And, yeah, anyway, so then I played in a heavy metal band. It went over to the house that we practiced at, basically to be like a backup guitar. Because I had such a surplus of guitars, I would just leave them places. And so this lived in the Male Blood practice space, and then which was the drummer's parents' house. And when the parents sold the house, well after the drummer had moved away, I believed that this thing was just gone, and that was that. And so, I mean, honestly, it was no loss to me at the time. Like, whatever. I never like to let something go, but I don't really care because I'm just not attached to it. Fast forward 2014, after my mother passes away, and then I start reflecting on things that she's given me or whatever, and, she'll never give me another gift again or whatever, so I kind of want to try and take better care of or appreciate the things that she had given me, so this kind of came back into my head, and in the course of hanging out with one of the dudes from Male Blood, a band that hadn't played together in 10 years or whatever, and I asked Jordan, I don't know why I brought the guitar up, probably just whining about it, and he's like, I think Jeff still has it. And I was like, no fucking way. Fast forward to Jordan coming to this house and coming to get to meet the Crap Factory and come be in here and whatever, and he brought this fucking guitar with the same 4 strings that had been left on it from the house, from sitting in the corner in the basement. This thing was rusted to shit. It was gross. It was disgusting. There was like bong residue, cigarette residue, like nasty. And I fucking took the whole entire thing apart. I cleaned every square inch of it, and to my prior ability worshipped it and put it back together and put, I think, 10 gauge strings on it and set it up to the best of my ability. I think it has 5 fucking springs in there. Now that I've learned about a floating tremolo, I'm gonna set it up that way, but this thing is just like stiff. Maybe that's a part of what makes this guitar, but I'm gonna make it my own finally. I've just left it as this relic the whole time. My main thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put a bone nut on it. I've looked at this one a lot, and it's just, you know, one out of a bin that's put on a guitar. That's mass produced, probably. I don't know that there's necessarily like a ton of handwork on this thing. It's cool. It's a cool guitar. It sounds wicked good. It plays really, really nice. It sounds super good. The pickups are incredible. It's just underwhelming to look at, but I don't care about that anymore. And the fact that I have it rules. So, yeah, pretty psyched. I probably should have known like what the model is before I started all of this yapping and shit, but I don't, and I don't care. It's this one. It's an HSH. I assume from the late 80s. I don't know. Might be in the mid 90s. It's just a real fucking vanilla black Yamaha Strat, and it rules. So, anyways, I'm gonna put a bone nut on it, and probably look to shim the neck a touch, because by no means is the action bad. It's like really, really, really low, and I really, really, really like it. But also, all of these saddles are like super duper low, sitting there, which ultimately is fine, but they're shitty on my hand to palm mute. This thing's a beast for palm muting and like chugging and shit. And I don't know. I think maybe it might benefit the guitar to have a little bit of shimmage in the neck. So I'm going to play around with it. I'm gonna take it apart and I'm gonna look at the back sides of the tuner, the pickups rather, and the guts. See what it is. Spray deox it. I don't think I did that even last time. So, yeah. I think that it has a funky input jack. Output jack. Dummy. Anyways, so I might deal with that. We're gonna see. All that shit. But that's this episode. Meet my guitar. Bye.